Raise your drinks up casually. Raise your drinks up. Raise your drinks up casually. It's the Black Bourbon family.
Hey everyone, I'm Jason.
And I'm Brandy.
And we're the Black Bourbon family. Did you know that these were Michter's products? We didn't know a couple years ago. Today we are going to be talking about the 2024 versions or editions of Shenks and Bombergers. So Brandy, one thing that I didn't know, outside of a couple years ago not knowing that these were Michter's, is that every year they change the mash bill a little bit. They put this in, they take this out, you know? And so, why are you laughing at me?
Oh, because I was thinking of the Hokey Pokey. I'm sorry.
Why is it that every time we do a video, it's a song associated with these things? Okay, so we're not about to start singing that. But anyway, the 2024 edition of Shenks and Bombergers are slightly different. So one thing that typically remains the same is the proof points. So Shenks comes in at 91.2 proof and Bombergers comes in at 108 proof, okay? The difference though is this year, Shenks has rye, malted rye, but for the first time, they have caramel malt. So we're gonna see what type of, what does that do to the Shenks? And even though we didn't do a video for the 2023 version, we got a couple of those bottles too of the Shenks and the Bombergers. We won't do a comparison. Maybe that'll be another video. Okay?
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay. So before we get started, a question for you all. Outside of that, you know this was a Michter's product. What are your thoughts on Shenks and Bombergers? Have you tried either this year's version or years in the past? The other thing I'll say about them is the MSRP. So Shenks comes in at about $110 MSRP and Bombergers is $120. They're not age stated, so I'm not sure what the age of them are. And maybe we can, once we taste them and smell them, we can give a guess at it,
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Are we ready? Let's start with the Shenks because, a little lower proof. Don't want to blow our palate out. Smells pretty good to me, Brandy. That rye influence, I can get that.
Yeah.
You get the spice.
Yes.
That's Brandy's favorite thing.
Definitely got that spice.
Yes. What else you get?
Getting a little chocolate.
You getting some chocolate? Maybe a little bit. I do get a little bit of chocolate. That spice for 91 proof.
It's spices. Yeah.
That spice is there. And I said rye, used rye and malted rye. So, with this caramel malt, I do, now that I smelled it a different way.
A little bit of caramel.
And maybe a little bit of that chocolate you were talking about.
But it smells good. It smells really, really good.
It smells rich to me.
That's what I was thinking too, which is funny you said that. But I was like, I'm gonna taste it and see if it's,
See if the taste is rich.
Yes, but I was thinking that.
Yeah, it does. It smells very rich. Are you ready? Oh, okay. Cheers. You want to go?
I was about to say not as rich as it smells, right? But you still get that, still get some sweet notes.
So I'm getting the spice on it.
You getting the spice?
I'm getting some spice. I get a hint of the chocolate. The chocolate is not as strong. I get more of caramel than the chocolate on this. But that spice, though,
Spices.
for this to be 91 proof, that spice is really there. You know?
I almost feel like I'm getting a little Kentucky hug. Just a little bit. I mean, the spice is there. So
Yeah.
Sometimes the proof don't matter.
Right. And that was kind of like with the 10-year bourbon. I felt like it gave a little spice too, and it was 90-something proof as well.
Are you getting like a cinnamon spice? Like a slight cinnamon spice? Not a in-your-face cinnamon, but a little bit of... I'm getting a little...
I get a little cinnamon, but mine is more of a black pepper. Mine is more black pepper. And like right now, it's like the more that the air hits it from me talking, it seems like the more spice, it just started to slow down. It gives a longer finish than you would think for a 91 proof. That's something that I will say. I would say this is definitely a good pickup. Even though it's lower proof in the 91.2, it still has some good spice to it. It has some of the sweet notes. It's not as sweet though.
No. Yeah.
Okay. You want to move to the next one?
I'm ready.
Let's go to Bombergers. I'm going to try me some water. I left you some water right there. And so one thing about Bombergers for this year, it has some of that malted rye in its recipe as well. Now, Bombergers again is coming in at 108 proof. So proof point is higher. You would expect it to be a little bit more, not spicier necessarily, but the finish to be a little longer on it and things like that. Oh boy. Okay, Bombergers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the Shenk smell good, but ooh,
This.
the Bombergers.
What you getting?
A lot of like butter, like a caramel, but a buttery caramel.
And it's a little slightly fruity to me. Just slightly. But I get that butter and the caramel more than anything.
Like a plum? Get some plums? Or?
Maybe. Now I may be getting more. Ooh. I think I got more chocolate. I just got a. I was.
A whiff of chocolate? Okay.
I think I'm getting more chocolate on this one than I was on the Shenks. Yeah.
I smell a little bit, but not.
I didn't hear you.
But it smells good.
What'd you say?
I said I smell a little bit of the chocolate, but
Oh, okay.
smells good.
Yeah, smells very good. Cheers. Okay.
More sweetness on this.
Yes. A lot more sweetness. I agree. This is very sweet.
Spice.
But to your point though, it is sweeter, much sweeter, in a good way. It's much sweeter than the Shenks. I get that caramel up front. I get slight chocolate on it. That spice is there, and I'm wondering if that's the malted rye that they have in it. But this, this is very good.
Yeah, it tastes as good as it smells.
There's not a drop off like with the Shenks. It was a little different from the smell to the taste.
Yeah.
In terms of the richness of it.
And the spice is still there. I'm not getting a Kentucky hug like I was with the
Shenks?
But the spice is still there. But but
it drinks a little lower than 108 to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like the Shanks gave me a hug. But this one is more of an upfront spice.
Right. Woo. Yes. I agree. This is I would say, but now like I just had another one.
Yeah.
Now that see, don't always go by the first sip. take a couple.
Maybe not even your third or fourth.
Right. What did we say in the beginning? What did I say we were going to talk about? Which one we liked the better, or I said something. I can't even remember. Oh, you know what I didn't say? If you all can do us a favor and give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Instagram, and again, let us know what your thoughts are about this one or any of the previous editions of the Shenks and Bombergers. I still feel like, Brandy, these are some of the most underrated that Michter's produces. Like they're known for the 10-year single barrels, both bourbon and rye, and the higher age bourbons and stuff, and maybe rye as well. But these people see probably and don't even know that they're Michter's. These are good.
Yeah. I mean, if we are choosing which one we like,
which one would you choose?
I would say the Bomberger.
You would?
Yes. I feel like you would say the Shenks because you like.
And I like higher proof.
Right. But it drinks more like a higher proof.
It does. It does. That spice on it.
But I'll let you decide. If I had a guess.
I'm going back and yeah, I think I'm going with Shenks, y'all. So, I mean, I know that's like, okay, well, which one do we buy if we see both and we only want to buy one? I say both are good, or buy both. You know, but no, they both are good. I think I would go with the Shenks this year. Bombergers is good though. Bombergers is good, but Shenks is still giving me more of that spice from those rye components than the Bombergers is. Bombergers is more sweeter, a little bit more mellow, but it has some kick to it as well.
It does. And we keep saying sweeter, but it's not overly sweet or
Right.
anything like that. So I don't want you to think, oh, I don't want no sweet bomb, you know.
Yeah.
But it's it's a good level of sweetness.
I agree. All right, folks, there you have it. The 2024 editions of Bombergers and Shenks. Both are buys, in our opinion. Different profiles, lower proof, higher proof, but the lower proof to me has a little bit more spice. So if you see them, pick them up. All right, we thank you for joining us today. As mentioned earlier, if you can give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Instagram, and we will talk to you next time.
Cheers.